I have an announcement before we drop this month's episode. Originally, we were going to release our next episode, titled Emma, today. However, that episode is being considered for a few things outside of our show, and we've been asked to not share the episode publicly as of yet. And this little hold on the episode release inspired us to do something different with our show. You'll notice Shadow Clock's style is long-form audio documentary. At least that's what I call it. I take a close look at true-life moments that live in time's shadow, or less dramatically said, I talk to people about life-changing moments they experience. I love listening to my guests and dissecting how these moments really sculpt their lives. What you might not know is that it's taken me about 3 years to get you the first 6 episodes. Traditionally, I'm a filmmaker. It took a long time to master a new format. And there was that global pandemic, along with my own life moments, such as a huge cross-country move, job change, and carpal tunnel surgery on both hands, which I need to edit, all which definitely slowed things down. It also takes a lot of time to be sure I tell each story truthfully, carefully, and in a way that's respectful of the person sharing their story with me. I take my time being deliberate and intentional in how I put each detail of every episode together. Now, once we finish season 1, I am confident I can get you a second season in about 1.5 years, and that's a really long time. So, I've been wondering, what kind of content can I share with you while I work on season 2? And that request of holding our next episode, the one I told you about at the beginning of this announcement, well, like I said, it inspired an idea that I think just might help me keep the show going while waiting for our next season, and should this work, while cranking out larger episodes. This week, we're starting what we call Zoomed In Moments. Why the name? The stories you'll hear will be much shorter, capturing those tinier moments that still really make an impact on our day-to-day, which of course in turn does so often affect the larger trajectory of our lives. Not to mention, the interviews are all conducted on a platform that so many of us got familiar with during the pandemic. We hope to release what was supposed to be our next episode titled Emma by May, and the following episode titled Mr. Ramson Miller by June. This all said, I'm excited to share with you these smaller, zoomed-in moments while you wait for our bigger, traditional episodes focused on those more complex moments which have kept you listening to our show. We hope you enjoy these new, zoomed-in moments of Shadow Clock.